Growing up, I can remember my brothers and sisters when we used to play, fight, and they used to say, "Shut up with your black self." My black self? What did that mean? They was a little bit lighter. But as a child, I was thinking about why they always call me black when they were black, but different color black. I'm gonna say colored because that's what they used back then, colored. So as being colored, I was saying, okay, well, you colored, your skin just a little bit lighter than mine, but you still black. When we was growing up, we didn't have grass. We had looked like white sand. And I was sitting outside in the white sand. It was hot. As a little girl, I was the only one outside. And I remember sitting in the yard in the white sand, and I started putting the dirt on me, on my arms, my legs, and around my face, pretending I was white. I said, well, you put this dirt on me, pretend like I'm white, because I heard my sisters and brothers call me black, because they were lighter, a little bit lighter than I was. So I just put the dirt on me, pretend I was white. I put the dirt on me, pretend I was white, and I didn't think about it anymore after that. Until when I got a teenager, and we had, so to speak, afros, and down through the years, well, in high school, maybe around I'd say about the 11th or 12th grade, before I got out of high school, they start hearing about perms, getting perms, and how to make your hair straight. So I said, I was thinking, I want white girl hair, because they have that hair swinging. I want my hair. I'm trying to figure out how they got their hair straight. So I started wearing perms for a long time, and they had them chemicals in there that just burn your scalp. But we want white, we want the straight hair. But it was a lot of pain trying to get your hair, that perm in your hair that burns your scalp. But it only lasts for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks. And then when the roots start getting nappy, you have to get another perm. And I wanted white girl hair. Didn't understand my hair, but I wanted white girl hair. Only thing I can remember about the 60s was when President Kennedy got assassinated. And I remember when Martin Luther King got killed. I was in the 8th grade at Church Street School when I heard about Martin Luther King, about the assassination of Kennedy, and about Martin Luther King.
So, what do you remember about like the civil rights going on at that time? Because in other cities, you had marches, you had...
Nothing. Zero. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
So Thomasville in the 60s, you seen nothing?
Nothing. I didn't.
What about the newspaper?
No newspaper clippings, nothing. No television programs, nothing. My mother kept us from alive, but she didn't say nothing. My mother, you know what? In my house, we didn't talk about racism. We didn't talk about Ku Klux Klan. We didn't talk about any of that. And what I learned is when I got older, not when I was younger, when I got older, and you start reading the newspaper and you start looking at news, but I didn't see it in my house. other children may have, but I didn't see it in my house. I don't know about my brothers and sisters, but I'm talking about me, myself. I didn't see it in my household. So growing up, I didn't know about all the violence about racism. I knew it was racism because you can sense racism, even though it wasn't talked about or communicated. In Mossville, North Carolina, I was a cashier. And they used to put these cards in a box if you wanted to make a complaint or if you had something to say. And I remember looking in the box and reading the complaints they had. They said they didn't want the N-word people working for them. I was like, okay, but even though my boss or supervisor didn't verbalize it, but I don't know if they read it or not, but that's what I read. And for a few times, but I kept working. I know who I am today, so it didn't bother me. If we were taught differently and had the knowledge of what was going on and what was happening, would have brought a sense of understanding about your culture. But I didn't grow up in a household that way. So as growing up, being dark skinned, I'm thankful. Black is beautiful. A lot of women come to me in different places where me and my husband travel, and they come into me and say, "You are beautiful. You have beautiful skin. You're a pretty woman." And I'm thankful. God made all of us different, and I accept my dark skin. I love me. I love my darkness. Pinky hair and everything. Be who you are. Be your unique self.